I'm back. So, I was going to stream Pokemon Repair for Pokemon Gold, but turns out I'm already super cool and fixed it yesterday and didn't even realize it. It just needed to. Sometimes when you clean a game, you need to also like to kind of pull it in and out of the a Game Boy for the pins to like pull off the rest of whatever gunk is on it. I guess that's what this needed because after putting it back in again and once or twice, it worked. So that's super cool. I like it when I don't have to go reflow every chip on the Game Boy. Now, the project at hand. You got me a Sega Saturn that does. Let's see. Last time I worked on this, I bridged the a component on the lid, a mechanism on the lid that it's supposed to have a button that springs in and out. When the door shuts, it's pushed down, completing the circuit. Tells the motherboard, hey, the disk, whatever that is closed, so it can read the disk. I bridged it so it's always closed. Not good. So what I did, gotta find it here. A little bag. It's got a little baggie. Nope, none of these are it. Ah, here it is. Okay. So I went to Console 5 and I bought Sega Saturn CD door lid pin sensor switch. These little guys right here. I only need one, but I bought a couple. This is a common issue with Sega Saturn, so I figured it would be nice to have a couple on hand because you never know when these parts are just going to disappear off the face of the planet. Come here. So, as you can see, this one's nice and springy, and it springs right back out. Maybe you can see it. You can kind of see it a little better when it's against the blue. When it's closed, disc is closed, wires connect here, tell it we're closed, yay, happy days. All right, so we're gonna take it apart. We're gonna put one of those on, and that should fix that problem. And I no longer need to have the bridged. Before I just made a solder bridge between these two, and so it's always got conductivity. It's always it's always closed. All right, let's take out this. Well, we were gonna test first the new battery. Batteries go in the back here, and pop the battery out, push back and up. Don't be forceful with it. And then to put a new one in, slide it in angled, and then push down. Boom, new battery installed. So let's plug it in and give it a test. And we'll set the time and date on this, then we'll unplug it, let it sit for a second, turn it back on, and see. All right. My brain! All right, let's see. Testing, and then we need to move off of our micro soldering to 1, I think. Nope, to 3. Oh no, what happened? So 1? Oh god, what have I done? My resolution on my monitor just went super crazy. Display settings. Oh, weird. It went to like 150% scale. Do not like. Okay, cool. So we're going to set us to English. And we will set the date to the real date, 1/29, 2026. Oh, I'm an old man. I got to really scroll up. And it is 8, we'll say 8:19 p.m. It's 8:18 technically. Oh, you can't change the PM, so I gotta do this. Oh, backward, no, back down. There you go. All right, we are turning on. Okay, now we're gonna turn off. I'm gonna open this, take the game out, because I don't need to test that anymore. I'll unplug the power for a second. Let the capacitors drain. And it should, in theory, have. If this battery isn't, if no, the batteries are good. They're brand new, fresh batteries. But if it doesn't just boot right to the main menu, it did. All right, so we're good. Our battery's good. What time is it? 1/29/2026 at 8:20 p.m. Sick. All right, problem 1 solved. And we're gonna just put you over here. Unplug, unplug. And let's switch back to the overhead camera. Boop. All right. So the next thing we need to do now, take it fully apart. Apart enough for me to be able to get back into the underside of this, get the old broken piece off, get the new piece, solder the wires to it, and then put it back, screw it back on, and call her a day. So what do I need here? I need you. I need you. So I believe I need the first 2 of these. I need the thicker one for the screws to get in. There should be, if I remember correctly, 5 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One. The other one didn't want to come out magnetized. There we go. 3 down, 2 to go. Here, actually, if I remember correctly, kind of like the Dreamcast. Ah! I almost lost a screw. No, no fun. All right, if I remember like the Dreamcast, you kind of actually want to take off from the top here. Okay. Yeah, this console is kind of a pain in the ass to take apart. There we go. Now, I don't need to unplug anything else really. Just that power, because it's a short little guy. Actually, I want to look at this real quick. Okay. Looks like it's just this part that latches onto there. All right. So this right here, let me move some stuff out of the way. Right here, we'll zoom in just a little bit. Just a skosh. Right here in this corner over here is the mechanism. So I'm going to put this thing kind of on its side here. And where's the smaller one? Use my screwdriver to get that off. Is that off? Yes, it is. All right, cool. All right, so I think I'm gonna keep putting my bald spot right here under the camera. What I'm gonna do now is I don't want to work on it right here. There's a clip here, plastic clip here that's kind of holding it in place. I'm tempted to cut that. Very tempted. So tempted, I'm doing it. Then we'll tape it. We'll tape it down again once we get it back in. I don't necessarily like breaking things like this, but in the name of just getting it working again, I think it's kind of important actually. So I don't want to burn the plastic or anything. I already kind of did that right here a little bit with my soldering iron when I bridged it. So I think it's a little more important. All right, try to keep this tape intact though. So where's my tweezers? Ooh, we can break out my brand new set of tweezers. Let's do that. Let's do that. Just get under it and slowly work it up. There you go. And then trying to work on, you know what? I think I'll just take off this connector right here. There you go. And that'll, oh, that connector there, and this green connector here. You know, fuck that. I'll just unscrew it. You want to be a pain in the ass? Fine, be a pain in the ass. All right, now I can put the top out of the way. Oh, make sure I put the screws with the right screws. Okay. I actually got a nifty little holder now. That's going to make this a lot easier for me. But I'm going to have to get all this excess solder off of this too. Okay. Best way to do that is probably going to come at it with, ah, crap. I should have put a finer tip on this. Oh well, let's see if this big tip will be. This big tip should be fine for removing, and then I can let it cool down after I remove it, and I work on other stuff. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. I'm just gonna use the tiniest, 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 tiniest little bit of flux on this thing. Thankfully, I can damage this piece because it's garbage. All right. Let's see if I can get most of. Oh no. There we go. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. This one looks nice and fine. This wire folded over itself and is soldered together. So let's see if I can straighten that wire out. Thankfully, we can. All right, old one down. All right, let's put this back out like this. I didn't pay attention to which wire is which. I'm assuming, though, that it doesn't matter. I'm assuming it doesn't matter. I think that's kind of a safe assumption because it's just. I'm sure it matters. I'm sure it matters and that I am a fool. All right. I think we're going to come in from underneath. Just coming in from behind. But a tiny, again, the tiniest amount of flux. Oh my god. This is harder than it looks. Got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. One down, one to go. That didn't work. Oh, I'm stupid. That actually acts as a nice little clamp. You know what? New idea. God damn it. Oh, let's try it. It looks okay. A little bit of delay. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so that's that. That. A little more solder on this and give it a little more of a solder bubble. Okay. Well, a little silly. I think I could have done a much better job there, and I kind of messed myself up by doing that solder bridge that I did before. But that's okay. We learn from our mistakes. Probably. We probably learn from our mistakes. Screws up top. Uh, is it down, screw down, kind of like this? Oh no! Foiled again. This ain't the same part, is it? It is. Oh, the screw's right here. Ah, come on. Oh, oh, we got it in the hole. Okay. Let's see if my very not so great job worked. Put together just enough to test. Dun, 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 dun. A bit of tape. Okay, I'll just use this. Same problem. Tape. Put the lid back on. Put this thing back on. Okay, this gets plugged back in right here. Okay. It's plugged in right there. All right. Let's see how much I butchered this. A lot? Not at all? Definitely not my most elegant job. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Drive door open. Huh? Well, it should say drive door open now, right? Oh, well, bummer. Okay. So what's wrong? Yeah, no dispin, nothing. Drive door open. All right. Back to the overhead. All right. I'm going to test something. All right. AV cable here. Power here. Ah! Oh, I unplugged the power there though, because I can't. Yeah. All right. So when I open the door, is it not? All right. Let me try something. I'm gonna unscrew. Where my driver of screws go? Oh, there it is. All right. Come on. That's why you need to always have the right tool for the job. Ugh. Ugh. All right. How much is that pushing that button in now? Ah, why am I back to this again? Sorry. All right. So I was screwing the whole time. Yay. So when I press the damn button, oh, the game comes falling out because it's not on the CD tray, of course. All right. So close it. I mean, that presses it in a pretty damn substantial amount. All right. Let's try that again. Boom, 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 boom. Could have had Sega Pluto. What's up, Snap? The fuck? It said drive empty. That's an important thing to note. It did not say drive open. It said drive empty. Come on. Now, moment of truth. Sure. But did I fix it? Let's go. Oh, that feels good. Yes, yes, yes. Tested a couple times. All right, I'd say that's good. Put it back together, ship it. We done here. So, Snappa, what I did, I don't know, I think you weren't here for the whole thing, was this little piece right here. Mic muted now. I see it peaking on the thing. Mic muted now. Okay. So I was saying this little piece right here, I removed it because it was old and bad. These break all the time on Sega Saturns. And I bought from Console 5, which is a great video game part website, a couple more. 6 more to be precise. So that when this happens in the future with a different console, which is it's a common fail point for them, I can fix it and replace it. Yep, just in case. And you never know, like when those parts are just you're not going to be able to find them anymore, right? So if I need to keep 1 or 2 for myself. So 40 years from now. But yeah, here we go. Cool. Sega Saturn battery, new battery in, door hinge problem fixed. We in the money. Cash money. All right. Took about 40 minutes. Not bad. Well, I need to, before I go putting away my soldering iron, I need to turn it back on and put some solder on it. Go back to this. There we go. We'll put it together. That's what we call a W. What are you doing tonight, Snap? You know why I'm asking. You can do some raids? All right. Yep. Victory raids. You gotta sleep early tonight. Hmm. Damn it! I forgot about this. This is the. It has one more problem. It has that broken off freaking piece. This damn thing right here, where one of the legs is busted. Time to break out the hot glue. Nah, I don't care about it that much. I'm just gonna do what I did last time. Just gonna do what I did last time. Lift the bottom, put it underneath, screw back into it, call it a day. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What's the problem? What's the problem here? What are we pressing up against? Oh, what the? Ay, 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 the CD tray. The CD was coming. The CD, the laser assembly was coming up. I didn't know that thing wasn't fucking screwed in. The more you know. I mean, I got this thing for free from my unks because it was busted. Yeah, Saturn looks dope, man. This was such a cool hot item when I was a kid. It cost like $1,000. I remember like we rented it once from Blockbuster and my parents had to put down like a $500 deposit or something like that. Shit you not. Just to rent it. Just to be sure you didn't fucking steal it or break it. $500 deposit. Cool. All right. She needs a real good deep cleaning. But other than that, she's good to go. Well, actually, I need to double check one thing. I had to like kind of half take it apart and muff move shit around and stuff. I actually want to do one more sanity check. Is it a flimsy fix, or did it hold up with me moving shit all around, taking it somewhat back apart? Drive empty, drive door open, drive door shut. Oh, and one more thing, since the laser assembly decided to take a tilt and tumble inside of there when I was messing with stuff. Make sure it's still, yep, still working. All right. Well, I'm not sponsored by Console 5 or anything, but they work. And so if you need to fix your Sega Saturn, hit up Console 5. Console5.com. Number 5. Not FIVE, number 5. I guess these work on the NEC Turbo Duo as well, which is interesting. All right, cool. Sega Saturn is saved and now working again. Next time on Dragon Ball P, I think I'm going to do the harder thing now. My personal Sega Saturn. Well, you know what? Just in case. Just in case, I just keep putting. All right. Okay. Is this thing trolling me right now? There we go. Oh, Snappa, have you never seen the Dragon Ball P things? If you haven't seen Dragon Ball P, you needed to go to YouTube and type in Dragon Ball P and watch Dragon Ball P. Did I put? I did not put battery back. Oh, it's over here. Yeah, take a look at that while I fuck around. Well, that's the controller. Look, the controller port looks like the Sega Saturn or Sega Dreamcast. Video and video port. Ah, all right. So yeah, we turn on. We're good there. Let's put in a new battery. One last college try. Maybe every time I put a new battery into this Saturn, I was putting in a bad battery. I don't think that that's honestly possible with how many times I've tried to put a new battery into this. But, you know, got to give it the good old college try. Exhaust all options and all that, right? All right. One, 29, 2026. 9:15 p.m. Drive empty, drive door open. So I do not have that problem with this Sega Saturn. Didn't used to, but you never know. All right, so now we're going to turn it off, unplug it. Plug it back in. No. Okay. So yeah, no matter what battery I put in this thing, fresh battery, right? So we know that there's a busted mechanism here. So I'm gonna have to take this apart and see if I can figure out why. Put this battery back away. Because if I leave it in there, it'll probably continue to drain. And it's a good battery still, so don't want to be wasteful. All right, well, it is time for cleanup and to say goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, I still have my soldering iron on. Let us do what I needed to do anyways. So we're gonna and I guess the thing that I needed to do was spill molten solder on my table. Well, there's a first for everything. Yes, Dragon Ball P, very old YouTube. All right, well, unfortunately, no, wait, not unfortunately. Today was a success. We won a victory. We got a victory. We repaired a Sega Saturn. Got its drive door actually registering open, shut, and saving. So great success. This guy is a dead little thing, and we'll move on to my own personal Sega Saturn tomorrow and try to figure out why the battery, no matter fresh battery, doesn't matter, doesn't work. We got to figure out why. But that'll be next time. Thanks for watching, and you have a good night.